Hello, and welcome, my Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for July into August 2020. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, and Leo Rising. Yay! I'm also a Virgo Sun and Venus in Libra, so this is what I call the gamut. Where Mal tries to figure out, is this reading about me? Then I have that nice break until my Pisces moon, right? My subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking a shot on this 51-year-old witch who's been reading people face to face for decades and teaching in classrooms to now make my move into the whole online dealio Generation Xer that I am. Thank you so much. Very, very helpful. Learning a lot. Thank you for joining me on my journey. However, if you're new to my channel, please do consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, hitting that notification bell, and to my subscribers, I promise I'm going to be doing like super chats and live streams again. I've just been really busy with clients and the unexpected variables of the challenging times we're in, right? And of course, feel free to comment. In the comment section, apparently that's what gets people to see the videos. The more people that comment, the more people see it. It has to do with some kind of log and a rhythm. I have no idea. So that being said, let's get down to biz, shall we? This is a What Do I Need read. It's a 5-card draw. We're just going to be pulling one card from 5 different decks, each deck representing a different pantheon of the divine that I work with. Angels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, and higher selves have all involved in terms of what you need. Now, I'll tell you what it is that they're providing in terms of what you need as we go along. Each one is a little different. But we are looking at what do I need, what do you need, well I guess me too, what we need, because I'm Leo Rising, for this new moon on Monday. Someone wake up Simon Le Bon and Nick Rhodes and John Taylor and tell them to get ready. It's a new moon on Monday. Let the fires dance through the night. And that will be on July 20th, going to the full moon in Aquarius, which is August 3rd, right after Lughnasadh, Lamas, and all that harvesty jazz. So the deal is, right, is what do you need is literally going to the divine saying, I think I know what I need, but maybe it's just what I want. What do I need to be aware of? You know, what do I need to feel? That kind of deal. But do keep in mind it is a general read, so please take what resonates, leave what does not, and check your other signs. These are all running around 20 minutes, give or take. So focus on your breath. I will do the same. That'll keep us in the present moment, so you'll really be able to sift through intuitively what resonates and what doesn't, instead of leaving it all to the intellect, which is always going to go for what it likes, right? It's better to know what you need, even if it's a little owie, ouchish, right? Better to know. The truth will set you free, but it will probably piss you off first. Thank you, Gloria Steinem. Shall we? Here we go. First reading of the day. Let's get open this gig. Breathe. Yes, and I'm wearing my Celestial Kitty Cat t-shirt for you today. Let's do this. My angels and archangels, good morning. Please, one card in clarity for the Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What do we need this new moon in Cancer to full moon next in Aquarius, July into August 2020? What is the healing angel? What is the angel that we need to invoke, to call upon for this new moon to full moon next July 2020, using the Healing with the Angels Oracle, Doreen Virtue? All the decks that I read are in the description box below. The angels are like, give credit. I do. So my angels, what do we need this new moon to full moon next? Self-acceptance. Not that hard. We're Leos. Look in the mirror. I'm fabulous and I accept it. You know what that means. Look, the mantra for self-acceptance, for me at least, and I learned this from Matt Kahn. We're going to be using his mantra deck right towards the end. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, right? Instead of going, I accept this and I accept that, it's like, it's okay that I'm feeling this right now. It's okay that I'm thinking this right now. It's okay that I want to. It's okay that I don't want to. So try that. Try that instead of I accept, I accept, I accept. You know, Matt Kahn, brilliant teacher that he is, he says, if you wouldn't say it to like a frustrated, angry, crying 5-year-old, don't say it to yourself. It's really true. You want to be loving and kind and nurturing. It's okay, honey. You know, like a baby falls down her stand knee. It's like, oh, honey, I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's okay to talk to your own heart that way. Gives you lots of energetic space and room for emotions in particular to unfold and blossom, right? Like you think of fear as a tight flower bud, and then as you give it space, it blossoms into love, because fear is just love that does not know itself, right? Unfortunately, they didn't teach us that in school. I had to wait until my 20s to learn that. Journey! Let's move on. Because self-acceptance of what, right? Let's see. We're going to ask the goddesses, the voices of the divine yin, the divine feminine. I just call them the goddesses. We're going to use the Daughters of the Moon Tarot for that, for a little piece of tarot narrative, right? To give you not just an oracle, but a little context in terms of storyline. Hopeful. Breathe. Oh my goddesses, that was lovely. Please, one card in clarity for this Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This new moon in Cancer to full moon next in Aquarius. What do they need to be aware of or embrace within themselves? The yin, the divine feminine. What do they need to embrace within themselves, which would go well with this card of the angel saying self-acceptance? What do we need? Okay, well, it doesn't tell us what we need to accept, except maybe criticism, which is the name of the card. Now, criticism is a neutral word. I think people forget that because we tend to think of it as being nitpicky. And certainly all of the arrows here, this is the 9 of blades, which, you know, ain't pretty in other texts, but I like this interpretation because it's saying intent, focus. Can it be overthinking? Yeah, I'm a Virgo. Possible, probable, right? But it is saying, perhaps, and we'll see what other cards hit the table, that this self-acceptance needs to go deep. Real introspection. Now, you know, 9 of Swords, right, in the Rider-Waite deck. Ready? But where did you get that Zodiac bedspread? It's gorgeous, right? So there needs to be sort of a deeper self-acceptance. This could be shadow work, but mind you, this is a waxing moon reading, right? It's new to full. I tend to try and save the shadow embracing for the full moon to new moon, right? That the waning and the dark moon. But perhaps there is some introspection here and something that needs your attention, your not just glancing, addressing, but a focus upon it. The nature of that we shall see. Right now, nothing's really screaming to me. And again, in a quantum field of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, right? Hard to say what that emotion or that thing might be within that needs, that you need to look at or be aware of. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Mythic Tarot. I'm sorry, this is Daughters of the Moon Tarot, Fiona Morgan, if I did not say. This is the Mythic Tarot. Juliet Sharman Burke. These are the voices of the gods. Yes, I have a deck for the goddesses and a deck for the gods, and just masculine, feminine, yin, yang, and all that jazz. So let's ask the gods what you need to be aware of outside of yourself, yang, or the energy that's coming from you. Can be both, by the way, at the same time. Breathe. Oh, hello, my beloved gods, Apollo and all y'all. Hi. Can I please have one card in clarity for the Leo Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs this new moon in Cancer to full moon next in Aquarius, please? What do they need to be aware of? What do we need to be aware of this new moon to full moon next in terms of what's going on around us or outside of us, or the energy that we're putting out through yang energy, please? Oh, this one. Oh. It's interesting considering I just called on the name of a solar god, as we've got the card of the moon. Oh, okay, so things might be a little, I love this word, occluded, cloudy, right? Amorphous, having to deal more on your intuition yin than your intellect or what's going on around you linearly. You might have to, darling, he's gone all non-linear. Definitely the feeling on this is a lot of confusion. It's not that you don't know what you're feeling, it's just that you don't know what to feel. Oh, there's a difference, right? Oh, you know what you're feeling. You just don't know how to feel about this. It's like, well, should I feel this? I'm just feeling perhaps a spectrum. And maybe you need to really go deeper on that and just, in the words of Matt Kahn, whatever arises, love that, right? Give that some love. Your attention alone, ATTENTION, the intention for attention carries unconditional love into your energy field. And everything within you is made of energy. I mean, not just your body, your thoughts, your emotions, and all that vibrational junk, right? Stuff. So interesting. No, I really get it. This is Hecate, the three faces with the Cerberus. Interesting that they made Cerberus a greyhound, but hey, artist interpretation. I really see him more as like a gigantic pit bull, but that's okay. Three-headed pit bull. Not the musician, obviously. So that Cancerian energy there might be a lot of shifting and changing. And if you have any empathic quality, the people, or skill, and everybody's empathic, but you know what I mean, the energy sensitive kind, you might be really confused. Is this my feeling? Is it theirs? Which is why you may need to really focus inward, right? So those are your two pieces of tarot on that. And I'll admit, when the moon comes up, it kind of throws clouds over everything, unless it's really about pay attention to your intuition. The mind's not going to carry you through this. And not necessarily just the heart. I'm feeling the gut, right? It's like, I don't care what situation I'm in and what it looks like on the outside. If this says get the hell out of town, I'm gone, right? And even if it's a little intellectually off, this says, no, it's okay. You're fine. You're safe. Trust that, right? Okay, then the next deck we're going to use, as I said before, is Matt Kahn. We're going to use his healing mantra deck. You can't see that. It's the thing about working in pastels, Matt. It doesn't read on camera so well. You don't care. He's an angel in human form. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. What is your healing mantra? What is the healing mantra that you need? This deck has been blessed as a channel of the Ascended Masters, so let's ask. Breathe. I find these mantras so incredibly helpful, but you've gotta work on it. It's sort of like taking homeopathics. You just can't drink like a bottle of homeopathics. You need to take little doses throughout the day, right? So my Ascended Masters, good morning. Please, can I have one card in clarity? The perfect healing mantra that this Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign needs from this new moon in Cancer to full moon next in Aquarius. Seems something interesting is going to be going on there right before full moon. What is their perfect healing mantra, my Ascended Masters, for all of us? No, not that one. This one. Liberating love. So your answer is love. I mean, it always is, right? Liberating love. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. So this might be really about giving yourself some space, right? Giving yourself some time, giving yourself some of that acceptance. And I'll read it from the book, but you know, particularly if you consider yourself a divine feminine, everybody has divine feminine and masculine energy. It has nothing to do with gender or bodily gender. But we can be givers, right? And we're supposed to be able to receive, but that's where we get out of balance, right? We tend to be a little bit more self-sacrificing, if you get me. So we give and give and give and give and give. Marianne Williamson had this great metaphor in the book Enchanted Love, and I'm paraphrasing. She says, I'm like a mermaid that swims in the ocean, and I love the depths of the ocean, and occasionally a sailor or will fall off a boat, and I'll rescue them from drowning, and we'll swim for a while, and then I swim him to shore, and he walks away with some two-legged girl. My version. Damn it, he walked away with a two-legged girl, right? I mean, Pisces moon, right? And so we can be very, very giving and very rescue-y, but are we willing to receive? So let me read you this one. I just read this for a friend yesterday who was in a bit of a pickle. And I don't know that he got it, but it's just a really, really interesting way of looking at love. Come on, it's alphabetical. This is not rocket science. Here we go. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. When love is liberated, your heart remains open to all the gifts that life has to offer. It sounds pretty good. I'll buy some of that. As love is liberated from the emotional wounds of the human condition, it becomes easy to accept, forgive, and receive. So there's a real thing here about your heart being liberated from the wounds of the human condition. And that certainly can start with self-acceptance and say, it's okay, I have this wound. Not that it's okay that I have this wound, but it has to be okay because I have this wound, right? Acceptance. When such actions seem exhausting, right? To receive, right? It can be very, very exhausting. It's simply a sign that your heart doesn't feel safe enough to remain open. That's something you need to accept when it happens. When this occurs, your will's freedom to embrace each tender corner of your consciousness will allow opening to resume. It is, again, like that flower, that blossom to bud, bud to blossom, I should say, metaphor, right? Like when your heart is closed, it doesn't feel safe. So self-acceptance is, it's okay. It's okay to not feel safe. It's okay, right? To give yourself that self-acceptance. When the heart has permission to open, your love is liberated, and you can shine a light into all levels of reality to awaken the truth of all. Right? So it's not just about you opening your heart and your healing and your receiving. It really does bless through unity consciousness, the quantum field, whatever you want to call it, really is there to awaken the truth of all. So this mantra is ideal for learning how to believe in yourself. I've never met a Leo who struggled with that for very long. Promoting self-realization. And self-realization covers a lot of ground. Look that up because there are different definitions of what that means depending on the spiritual or psychological tradition. And integrating the shadow, which kind of said, look, shadow work doesn't wait for the waning moon, right? It can happen any time, day or night, 24/7, 365, right? So liberating love is what you need, and that mantra, I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. So maybe you are willing to give it, but are you willing to receive it? And if you're not receiving it, are you willing to give it? You gotta give it, give it. Let's ask the higher selves of all involved, I guess my own included. I'm not particularly resonating with this one way or another. See, that's how you know when it's not your read. It's like, meh, right? No animation, no like, disgusting, I hate that. And then it resonates. That's called a negative resonation, but it's still saying, it's triggering, right? So let's ask the higher selves of all involved through the Whispers of Love Oracle. Nice deep breath. What is the insight and inspiration you need from your own higher self? Here we go. Or the higher selves of all involved, please. The higher selves of all involved, one card in clarity, please, for this Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign from this new moon in Cancer to full moon next in Aquarius, July into August 2020, perhaps my own higher self included. What is the whisper of love that we need? The piece of insight, the piece of inspiration, the piece of upliftment or information that we need from our higher selves this new moon to full moon next 2020. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. In other words, it's kind of saying, again, liberating love. Now, this is the Whispers of Love Oracle, so like the word love is probably in every card. Not totally, but pretty close too, right? But we're definitely talking here about a turn inward. You gotta endure this not knowing. The whole world is uncertain right now, which is why the empathic piece is really important. Because nobody really knows. I mean, even, like, I'm a brilliant intuitive. You think they let me see my own stuff, what's going to happen? No. They always say the same thing to me. Mark, just watch the movie. Right? Like, did you ever watch a movie with somebody? Did you ever watch a movie and then you see it again with somebody else and you're like, what happens? What happens? And you're like, will you just freaking watch the movie, right? That's how my guides get with me, except more loving, right? So you don't know what's going to happen. It's occluded. It's confused. It's murky. It's shadowy. It's cloudy, right? It's just not the clarity of the sun, it's the mystery of the moon. So you just need to endure this, but to endure this lovingly, right? Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation, but rather than attach that, and this is for a good chunk of y'all, rather than attach that to a specific outcome, like I hope this happens, I hope this happens, which is really saying I'm really worried it's not going to. You can feel the hope is uplifting. You can keep it general. I hope that this all works out for the best. I hope this is a blessing. I hope that this part of the divine plan works out for the well-being of all. That kind of thing will help you endure it more in the general. It's something that Abraham Hicks used to say. It's like, if the specific doesn't feel good, go general, right? Now, a lot of people have taken the work of Abraham Hicks and just twisted it around for the ego's agenda, and that's what happens to everything sooner or later. But when we are unsure and uncertain, the mind tends to run ahead and create narratives that end up not being true. Worst case scenario, right? I was raised by teachers and lawyers. So I was raised with worst case scenarios. Oh, better to expect the best and prepare for the worst. Well, you don't even have to do that. You just need to endure. So let me put this all together for you. That the angels are saying what you need, I'll put myself in this, right, is we need to call upon the angel of self-acceptance. In other words, it's not something we're just going to do like that. We have to actually ask for the angel. We need to work with the angel of self-acceptance for something from the voices of the goddesses here deep within ourselves, or at least giving ourselves that time and attention to really go in and accept how we feel, accept what we're thinking, understanding thoughts and emotions move through us. Now, this is an air card, element of thought, so it might be really about focusing the mind, but it might be, you know what it is? It's that itch you can't scratch. It's not a whole patch of your body. It's that little thing like right in your lower back, and you're rubbing up against trees like blue. I can't believe I just made a Disney reference. The bare necessities. I've had a bare necessity. Right? So to get that sort of itch scratched, but on the outside, no clue. Right? Or at least little flashes here, but not the whole picture. So if that's what you need to be aware of, then the mantra, I'm willing to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give, is really saying that I can go through this in a very fulfilling way with love, liberating my love, because love is what will help you endure. So your higher self is saying what you need is the inspiration to get that you can endure this, you will endure it. And honestly, the soul endures everything, even death. It's like the soul keeps coming back, right? Keeps wanting to play the game of humanity on planet Earth in the quantum hologram, right? So you will get through this, everyone will. But how and what narratives you assign as you go, that's where your free will comes in. Cool, cool? So not a bad reading. Granted, a little vague, but that moon card will always do that, right? So, may the Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this new moon to full moon next July 2020, that even though things are cloudy, that they may liberate love through self-acceptance and a deep focus of self-acceptance for a while that will help them endure through love for their well-being and for the well-being of all. And so it is, so mote it be. Thank you so much for watching my Leo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Please do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment for the well-being of all. Otherwise, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon in Cancer to full moon in Aquarius. Hail! Farewell, meow. Meow, kitty cat. And oh, I had this just for you. Yay, hail. Farewell, and blessed be.